motivationals
to news,
to sports and talk.
we'll give you all you need to make the best of your day.
On the Break of Dawn, 32 FM 94.9.
Alright, a very good morning to you out there. This is 32 FM 94.9, 29 minutes to 7 o'clock. You're listening to the Break of Dawn paper review right here. My name is Kenny Durotilu. I'll be taking you through the pages of the Premium Times, the Punch newspaper, the Daily Trust, the Daily Post, and the Nation. Starting off with the headlines out of the Premium Times newspaper this morning. Power outage. Agony as patients, workers struggle for water at Lagos University Teaching Hospital. Elsewhere, Russia-Ukraine war, Nigeria to begin evacuation Wednesday. Terrorists may have planted explosive across Kaduna. Government alerts residents. Talking about security there. Constitution review, National Assembly to vote on immunity clause, independent candidacy, VAT. Others, of course, that's today. We'll be taking a delve into that one as we proceed on the show this morning. 68 amendment bills proposed by Senate reps on review of 1999 Constitution. That's also out of the Premium Times this morning. Elsewhere in the pages of the Premium Times, music therapy can help children with autism relate better. That's according to an expert. That's some piece you might want to take a look at. Moving over to the Punch newspaper real quick. Akwa Ibom Commissioner secures bail for 6 inmates. Ekiti APC Chairman hails Afuye's nomination as Deputy Governor candidate. Medical tourism will soon be a thing of the past, says federal government. Union need Awuni against St. Pauli. Fisher Onuachu named in Belgium League Best 11. Major story, you could call it the largest caption out of the Punch newspaper this morning. Ukraine-Russia war. Federal government to airlift 2,000 Nigerians. Evacuation begins Wednesday. SANS rejects immunity for CJ and others as National Assembly votes today. Nigeria's 993.38 billion naira imports from Russia at risk over war. Court gives Abba Kyari go-ahead to treat diabetes. Others, fuel scarcity. Nati blames subsidy. Ex-depot price hits 118 naira per litre. Minister walks out on students protesting ASU strike. That's in education. Moving over to the Daily Post. Why Nigerians smile away their suffering. That's some piece, editorial piece you might want to take a look at this morning from the Daily Trust. Ukraine-Russia crisis. Federal government begins evacuation of stranded Nigerians Wednesday. Some Nigerians trapped in Ukraine are not willing to return. That's according to the federal government. Also, taking a look at some other stories. Soaring oil price, great opportunity, says Buhari. What's the president talking about that? We'll take a look at that too as we go ahead. This morning, APC will boycott Benue local government elections. Chairman, electricity bill, governors, ministers protest exclusion, diluted powers. Oyetola opens 2.75 billion naira flyover for public use. Let's move over to the Daily Post to take a look at some of the other headlines. IPOB lawyer addresses Nnamdi Kanu's death rumor. That's a major one from the Daily Post this morning. Governor Darius Ishaku under fire for allegedly appointing only Christians. Elsewhere, ASU vows not to call off 1-month strike, dismisses NAN's planned protest. Still talking ASU strike, Nigerian students protest in Abuja. Others, alleged 96 billion naira fraud. Supreme Court fixes May 27 for judgment in Amechi's suit. Still taking a look at some other stories out of the Daily Post. Federal government to begin evacuation of stranded Nigerians from Ukraine on Wednesday. Of course, that's today already. On Wednesday, that's tomorrow. I beg your pardon. Constitution amendment is another one. Huriwa blasts National Assembly for removing two key provisions. Why Nigeria remains underdeveloped, that's according to former head of state, talked about Gowon. He has spoken on the reasons why Nigeria remains underdeveloped. It has something to do with the NDP. I'll be taking a look at that this morning. It's a major story. I'd like to get my analyst thoughts on that one this morning. We'll be talking about that as well. Okay, so let's move over to the Nation newspaper. Worsting petrol scarcity cripples cities, businesses. That's some report from the Nation. Restorative justice is an editorial piece out of the Nation newspaper this morning. Ukraine and the universality of freedom. That's another one. Idris Abdul Karim and Nigeria's condition. All editorial pieces you can find on the pages of the Nation newspaper this morning. NDLEA intercepts 649,300 tramadol capsules in Lagos. Alafin's daughter making acting debut. That's some entertainment for you from the Nation newspaper. Nigeria loses $40 billion to foreign ship owners in 3 years. Rising oil prices good for us, says Buhari, still out of the Nation newspaper. It's common to a lot of the papers we have this morning. All right, we'll take a break right now, and when we come back, I'll be taking a delve into some of the stories, bringing you some of the details. We also we'll get into the analysis as well. To stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Every kid is amazing at something. Give them amazing day. Amazing day instant cereal. Give them amazing day. Same calcium as a glass of milk. For healthy bones and teeth. Excellent source of protein. For daily growth and strength. Calcium, protein, vitamin A, dietary fiber.
Golden Penny Amazing Day Instant Cereal. Feed their amazing.
Some people go just promise you berekete, but they go only fit give you bear. Some no go fit do pass bere. If they too try, safe, some fit struggle give you bereke. But you see glow, they no go just give you berekete. They go even give you berekete plus join safe.
Yes, so when new and existing Glow users enter Glow Bracket Plus Plus, they will begin enjoy 100 Naira MB bonus data on top every first recharge of the month, another 60 MB bonus on top every other recharge of the month, and another 400% call time bonus. And if you be new Glow subscriber encore, now 1,000 Naira bonus credits then go first take knock you welcome on top all the recharge them. This one pass oh boy, this one now Bracket Plus Plus. Just dial *777# or activate new Glow SIM. Make yourself fit get joy on top the unlimited value waiting for Glow Bracket Plus Plus. Glow, joy unlimited.
You can safeguard your home and business with ease at MS International CCTV Surveillance, as they provide vast experience in deploying smart CCTV systems in various industries and locations. MS International sell and install CCTV cameras, CCTV cables, DSTV cables, wired and wireless intercom. If you are a CCTV installer or distributor, visit MS International for quality and smart cameras, DVR, NVR, and cables for Lagos price. You can visit our office at number 222 Awolowo Road, adjacent South Filling Station, Iyano Lodge, Okeado, Ibadan. You can call 070-4444-0013 or 070-4444-0012. MS International, excellent in quality service.
Imagine an app that lets drivers choose where they drive, who they drive, and how much they charge. Well, actually, you don't need to imagine it. That's us, InDriver. We're giving drivers the chance to be their own boss, to pick their routes and negotiate their ride fares. We believe in letting drivers be their own bosses. Download the InDriver app to your smartphone and start choosing your own rides. The InDriver online passenger transportation aggregator is not a taxi service. Find more information at www.indriver.com.
Ọ̀kọ̀lọ́kọ̀ Mariaba lawasala, Mariaba lawasala, oṣù ìkéde Ramadana, Mariaba lawasala. Mùmínì pẹ̀lú mùmínà, 32 FM kí wa, 94.9 ni, wípé àkó àmójúbà Ramadan oṣù kẹtùndé. Ọyẹ ẹ̀jẹ̀ aṣọ nígbàwọ̀, iye tá a gbára bá ká, ìṣẹ́jú márùn-ún, ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́wàá. Ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún ọgbọ̀n ìṣẹ́jú wákàtí kan lọ́wọ́ tí kò gara lọ ní 32 FM 94.9 fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ lè pa alága Ramadan ẹlò Mr. Ayédùn 07083196095 ẹ pè Mr. Sẹ̀san 070433316 a máa gbé kọ́lá mọ́bẹ̀ yìí sópin a ó ṣe púpọ̀ ọdún láyé.
32 FM 94.9.
Every kid is amazing at something. Give them amazing day. Amazing day instant cereal. Give them amazing day. Same calcium as a glass of milk. For healthy bones and teeth. Excellent source of protein. For daily growth and strength. Calcium, protein, vitamin A, dietary fiber.
Golden Penny Amazing Day Instant Cereal. Feed that amazing.
Babe, I can't believe I won't see you again till next week. I've really missed you.
Nah, I miss you more.
That's impossible because I miss you more.
Me, I miss you like Ilode.
Oh my. Wow, babe, we've been talking for like forever. Oh yeah. Time to hang up.
No, you hang up.
Okay. Let's hang up on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. You didn't hang up.
Neither did you, Joe.
That's because I don't want to stop hearing your voice.
Aw, babe.
Your pillow talk doesn't have to end when you talk all day long for just 11 co per second to all networks. Dial star 311 hash to get talking right away.
Glow Unlimited.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Alright, it's great to have you back. It's you, 32 FM 94.9. This is the Break of Dawn paper review. My name is Kenny Durutilu. Let's quickly take a look at some of these headlines, details. Bring you details of some of the stories we already shared with you this morning. The Ukraine-Russia war, federal government to airlift 2,000 Nigerians. Evacuation begins Wednesday. Now, the federal government will from Wednesday begin the evacuation of about 2,000 Nigerians who have fled the war in Ukraine to neighboring countries. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, who disclosed this in an interview on Channel Television Politics Today program, revealed the president had approved funds for the airlines to evacuate Nigerians. Out of the Daily Post newspaper this morning, why Nigerians remain underdeveloped. That's according to former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, retired. He has revealed one of the reasons why Nigeria is still underdeveloped. The retired military boss regretted that successive governments have failed to continue with the National Development Plan of 1975 to 1980. Yakubu Gowon spoke at the public presentation of the book entitled General Domkat Ya Bali GCON as Ponzi Taruk Designate, a contextual analysis of the imbroglio. The book, presented by 2023 presidential aspirant Prince Adewale Adebayo at the Sheraton Hotel Abuja, was co-written by the wife of Domkat Ya Bali, Esther Bali. Now, the former military head of state insisted that the country would have been a leading light to other nations in terms of development had leaders maintained the prescription of the development plan and stuck to it. For more details, you can find that one in the pages of the Daily Post. Governor Darius Ishaku under fire for allegedly appointing only Christians. Now, Muslim rights concerns Mirik has kicked against the decision of Taraba State Governor Darius Ishaku to appoint only Christians as principal officers of the Taraba State University TCU. You can get more details out of the Daily Post newspaper. I have Austin joining me this morning. Good morning, Austin Idumbo.
Good morning, Kenny.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Happy New Month to you. Okay. So let's delve into some of the issues this morning. I just read the one about former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon. He has given reasons for as to why Nigeria remains underdeveloped right now. He says successive governments failed to continue with the National Development Plan of 1975 to 1980. He insists that the country would, of course, be a beacon of hope for other African countries if we had stuck to that plan, if we had maintained that prescription that they gave then. What do you think about that?
Yes, I think the former military head of state was right to a large extent, because if you look at some of the challenges we have today, they are as a result of failure of successive administration, and that is also largely due to weak institution in the country. You understand? Except for personal attitude or behavior, for a country like the United States of America, there is a limit, a level of which you can't fall below, even in terms of governance, because of institutions that are very strong. Because the institutions are very strong, they have the capacity on their own to even checkmate the occupier of the office of the president. But Nigerian situation, the president becomes larger than the law, larger than the institution, to the extent that before critical organization can act on issues that border on national development or even security, they have to watch the body language of whoever is the president of the country. So that is a statement of fact. However, I think Nigeria will need to build very resilient institution that has the capacity to engender development across board. If we have a developmental plan, which is the developmental agenda, we need to follow them. But what we have seen in Nigeria is that we have even seen situations where president elected on a party platform deviated from the party manifesto, coming up with funny kinds of agenda, funny type of policies. And at the end of the day, incoming administration or a successive administration will have to brush aside completely what the former administration has done. Look at, for example, Obasanjo left under the PDP. Yar'Adua came on board. He suspended the independent power project. If not that project was truncated along the line, by now perhaps the power situation in Nigeria will have been something
at least better.
Jonathan came on board. He had to deviate from some of the agenda. I think Yar'Adua was 7-point agenda. He had to deviate from some of this thing. Not to talk of an opposition taking over. So we are saying this majorly so that we can learn as a country, whether at state level, at federal level. When a government takes over, like we have always said, government is a continuum. Once a government takes over, you must follow the developmental agenda as it affects the life of the people positively, except you have done a kind of impact assessment to know that this particular project or this particular agenda can no longer suit the purpose of which it was put together, especially as it impacts on the people's life. So government must continue in that. I think that is one of the things that President Muhammadu Buhari has done that a lot of Nigeria will give to him. Some of the ongoing projects before he came into office, he followed them to logical conclusion. He was pursuing them to ensure that this project, of course, we have a rail project, we have a road project, this project will serve the life of the people. And if that is the case, let's follow it to a logical conclusion. Whether at state level, at federal level, It is our inability or the inability of successive administration to follow what the previous administration has put together like a developmental plan. That is the reason why we are here where we are today. So I agree to a large extent with former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon.
You're saying that it goes beyond plans now. It goes beyond, things like the NDP, like what the former head of state is saying right here. It goes into our institutions, creating institutions that could check and ensure that, things are done the way they should be done. What's it going to take for us to actually get our institutions right?
Yeah, that's the issue. I think
why is it so difficult for us to get
those in government
right?
feel that when you build a strong institution, they will become irrelevant, especially politically. But when you build strong institutions, you are building a nation. You are building the future of the country. Strong politicians does not build the nation. You understand? You look at the pedestrian, which level must we not go below? In terms of governance, in terms of public administration, in terms of developmental plan, in terms of policies and programs that will make impact in the life of the people. So this is what we are talking about. I think Nigerian politicians, majorly because they are unpopular, most of the time they force themselves on the people. But now if we, for example, reform the electoral process, like the process has kick-started, let's look at how it goes. And at the end of the day, we'll be able to have popular and capable candidates mounting political office in the country. And if we have that done, some of the developmental agenda can be dusted up, and at the end of the day, we'll follow through. That is a gradual way of building a very strong institution, not a situation where politicians will have to force themselves on the electorate at all costs. And at the end of the day, nobody checks them. That is just the major problem.
Okay, let's take a look at some other issue now. Senior advocates of Nigeria, SANs, have rejected the proposed immunity clause for the CGN, the Speaker of the House, and the Senate President, as voting on the amendment of the 1999 Constitution begins today. Actually, the SANs have called the plan unnecessary, also extending immunity to the CGN they have termed as some sort of bribe.
Yes, it's now looking like you scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of game. Well, the Section 306 of the 1999 Constitution as amended confers immunity on governors, their deputy, the president, and the vice president. And we have even come to say that we are not supposed to have immunity by fiat. Immunity on civil matter, fine. But on criminal prosecution, on criminal matters, it should be left open. So, Kenny, the point I'm making is that we are even complaining that governors and presidents should not have immunity on criminal matters. But when it is based on civil matters, fundamental issues, so as not to get them distracted from performing their duty as governor or as president. That is what we want. But if a governor...
That's what the immunity is for.
The immunity is a blanket immunity, both for criminal and civil offences.
As it stands.
Yes, that is what the immunity is for, Section 306. But we are now saying in the civil society that there is no point covering criminal immunity on these individuals that the Constitution has allowed. Be that as it may, the National Assembly is now trying to add salt to injury by wanting to confer immunity on leadership of the National Assembly and that of the judiciary. Where are we going to in this country? So, does it mean that now if a Speaker of the House commits a criminal offense, he will not be tried until he leaves office, when he has the instrumentality of his office to be able to ensure that justice is not served? So, I agree and I align myself with the position of the Senior Advocate of Nigeria. We should not confer immunity on leadership of the National Assembly. Every lawmaker in Nigeria has what we call legislative privilege, which means that whatever they say within the hallowed chamber cannot be used against them. It is during the process of all the business of lawmaking. But we are saying that why should there be criminal immunity cover on them? We don't want that. Even the one that governors and presidents enjoy, we are saying no. Let us amend the Constitution to remove the aspect of criminal prosecution. You have seen some governors, offences and allegations has been leveled against them. We have to wait until after 8 years they leave office before you can try them. And at the end of the day, that justice will be delayed and eventually denied. So this business of the lawmakers that they want to confer immunity on the leadership of the National Assembly and that of the judiciary, I think is like an exercise in futility. That is not the primary reason why these lawmakers were voted into office. If you know that your hands are clean, you are not supposed to look for the possibility of an immunity on principal officers at all costs. That is not the business of lawmaking. If you hold a public office, for example, whatever offenses, especially as it border on criminality, you have to face the charges. You have to answer for it. So for me, this is just trying to parade themselves and perpetuate themselves in office by fiat. That shouldn't be. Why should there be immunity at a time where we are even saying that criminal immunity should be taken away from these governors? Because some of them use the occasion of their offices to perpetrate one crime or the other while still holding office. And we are saying no. You must be held liable, you must be held accountable for whatever offenses, especially as it has to do with criminal offenses. If it is civil matters, of course, somebody can say, I don't like the face of the governor, I want to take the governor to court. You are distracting the governor. But if the governor, for example, commit act of murder, it should be tried. If the governor, for example, is engaged in money laundering, it should be tried.
Abuse of power.
Abuse of power, anything that borders on criminality, he or she should be tried. But now the National Assembly, rather than looking at that clause critically, they are trying to come up with another immunity for principal officers of the National Assembly. I think this should not stand in a very sensitive country like Nigeria.
Right.
This should not stand.
Okay, we'll still be taking a look at some of the other issues, talking about the amendment of the Nigeria Constitution. Removal of state police is something else that a lot of people have issues with, and we'll be taking a delve into that. We have some messages to play you, but first remember that we're live on YouTube and, of course, Facebook, 32FM 94.9 Ibadan. That's how you can find us. You can drop your thoughts on those platforms. So stay with us.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Every kid is amazing at something. Give them amazing day. Amazing day instant cereal. Give them amazing day. Same calcium as a glass of milk. For healthy bones and teeth. Excellent source of protein. For daily growth and strength. Calcium, protein, vitamin A, dietary fiber.
Golden Penny Amazing Day Instant Cereal. Feed that amazing.
Babe, I can't believe I won't see you again till next week. I've really missed you.
Nah, I miss you more.
That's impossible because I miss you more.
Me, I miss you like Ilode.
Oh my. Wow, babe, we've been talking for like forever. Oh yeah. Time to hang up.
No, you hang up.
Okay. Let's hang up on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. You didn't hang up.
Neither did you, Joe.
That's because I don't want to stop hearing your voice.
Aw, babe.
Your pillow talk doesn't have to end when you talk all day long for just 11 co per second to all networks. Dial star 311 hash to get talking right away.
Glow Unlimited.
Mommy will come and put on the radio set. Don't worry, I'll tell Mommy.
Let me put on my radio set now.
Mommy, please, we want to listen to the Smart Kids show. It comes up Monday to Friday, 7:15 to 7:45 a.m. so we can prepare our minds for schoolwork.
Okay, Smart Kids show. I love it too.
Thank you, Mommy.
Oh yes, 7:15 a.m. to 7:45 a.m. is the time. Mondays through Fridays. Join Auntie Yellow on the Smart Kids Show.
Oh, I wanna build a train track.
I'm living the life because I get Tizeti. Yes, sir.
Nigeria's most affordable internet service provider, Tizeti Network Limited, is now live in Ibadan. Oh yes, Ibadan residents can now enjoy our truly unlimited internet service too. Tizeti prices itself on providing the lowest cost of unlimited internet access to residential and small business customers. You can now browse, stream, and game 24/7 at an amazing speed. And with an uncapped data plan, connect to Tizati's fast unlimited internet service for just 12,500 naira only per month. Simply pay 59,500 for installation and enjoy a 1-month subscription for the residential plan. What more? Visit wifi.com.ng/OYO to sign up or call 090-8749-3040, 090-8749-3040, or send email to internet@wifi.com.ng to get started now. Unlimited internet on Yolowa.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
All right, we're back. Break of Dawn Paper Review, 32 FM 94.9. My name is Kenny Durutilo. I have Austin Dumu with me this morning. Let's open the phone lines now. 070-55,949, 0809-7000-949. Again, the numbers 070-55,949 and 0809-7000-949. Let's have your thoughts, comments as regards the stories we shared with you this morning. Now, talking about the removal of the state police from the amendment of the Nigerian Constitution, the Daily Post has it that Gani Adams has blasted the National Assembly, calling the development a disservice. He says the prolonged spate of insecurity in the country is what actually necessitated that demand. He says the state police removal from the altercation process actually shows that the NAS members are not worthy representatives. Austin, what do you think of that?
Yeah, it's not just the National Assembly. The president does not want state police. So the National Assembly had to dance to the tune of Mr. President. Unfortunately so, because the current spate of insecurity, high level of insecurity in the country, I believe, like so many Nigerians too, that state police could help in a long way to address the challenges where governors will have effective control and the deployment capacity of various security operatives, especially that of the police, in their respective domain. I do not think in the 21st century it's still very possible or very ideal to start deploying forces, especially that of the police, from Abuja. It's not auguring well for us. Of course, the dynamics has changed. A lot of people also believe that governors will abuse the principle of state police by deploying them against the opposition. And we have said this: if you are not allowing us to test run the process, how can you say by fiat that such a process cannot be?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
My name is Adeshi from UI.
All right, sir.
I want to comment on the crisis in Ukraine and plan by government to evacuate our people back to the country. I want to advise our people there not to listen to any Nigerian leader that want to evacuate them back to the country. If they find their way to another country, that one is better. Once they ever come back to Nigeria, you come back to Nigeria, bandits will kill you, Boko Haram will kill you, and government of giving them national honor by pardoning them and introduce them to society by honoring them. So we don't think like as you are there, you are facing risk. If you are in Nigeria too, you are facing risk. A lot of Nigerians, they even you want to go and the soldiers now in Ukraine. They are shooting out to the airport now to find their way to that place. That's the state of the country. Until you have reasonable leaders, this kind of leaders now, they are conniving with bandits in our people. It's not come. Those are the best of today. Go protect them.
All right, thank you very much. 0705 55,949, 070 55,949, 0809 7000 949. Austin, you want to react to the last call?
Yes, those in Ukraine want to come. Of course, it's not by fault. Those who are willing and ready to come should be assisted to come back home. That is the ideal. We have said the government has not done enough or has not done well by ensuring that that is not done before now. Now readiness is there. So whatever they have to do, let the government assist people who are willing to come back home. Of course, it's still safer to be here.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Austin, good morning to you.
Morning.
This is the point of the man. Please, one thing I want to ask, why are the people in the Ukraine refused to come back home? Is it not because of the abject poverty people are living in this country? So I can't blame them. But it's better for them to come back because they see have a bright future, a bright future ahead. So they should come back home. God will save them. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. 070-55,949, Those are the numbers to be a part of the conversation this morning. We're taking a look at some of the issues out of the newspaper this morning. The major one this morning is the constitutional amendment. We have removal of state police from the Nigerian constitution as one of the major talking points this morning. We also talked about immunity as well. Some of the things I would like to have your thoughts on. So feel free to calling on the show. Now, President Buhari, we understand, has spoken on the rising oil prices, and he says that's something that's good for us. According to a report out of the Nation newspaper, he says it's a great opportunity, especially with the Petroleum Industry Act, PIA. Austin.
Yes, it's good and also bad for us.
It's a good thing. Austin, sorry, just let me pick this one. Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Hi,
Hello?
good morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Your name?
This is from Oyo.
All right, Shell, let's hear you.
Also, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
About people in Ukraine, anybody that wants to come, they are free to come. But people should be very careful about statement they are using. That our leader are colliding with Boko Haram and bandits. We don't have evidence about that. If you hate the government, take it in your mind, not that we just giving them false information. About Ukraine, last Saturday I said many of the people in Ukraine don't have papers. Federal government last said we have 5,100 something Nigerians. But I can tell you, we have over 30,000 Nigerians in Ukraine without papers. We should be very careful. We want to travel out. We want to travel out. We should travel out with papers. All these agents are saying that the scholarship in Eastern Europe, government should look at them. These travel agencies, they are giving us problems. Have a nice time.
All right, thank you, sir. Austin, you want to continue with your...
Yes, what the president said, of course, is a statement of fact. When crude prices goes up, it should be an advantage, especially financial advantage for the country. But in the Nigerian situation, it is not entirely so, because we can't refine locally. This will translate to making huge revenue from crude price,
right,
and also making huge expenditure in terms of subsidy payments. If we had the capacity to refine locally, this would have been a very good opportunity for us. So what the president is saying, of course, you are making more money from the sale of crude. You are also going to increase your budgetary provision for subsidy spending. That is what it means. That is why we have always called on the government to eliminate what they call landing costs. How do we eliminate landing costs? By ensuring that our refinery work at optimum capacity. If we are able to refine locally, of course, we are going to show up our excess crude account, because the differential between the budgetary benchmark for crude price and the current price in the global market, it will mean a very robust excess crude account for us. But the reverse is the case in the Nigerian situation. Increment of crude price will also deliberately translate to increment in pump price. And if government doesn't want increment in pump price, subsidy payment will jump up. So it is not a win-win situation for Nigeria. That is why I said earlier that it is good and it is also bad for the country. So Nigerian government should look for the possibility of either refurbishing our refinery or looking at the possibility of privatizing them so that private investor will work on them and make them work. It's a pity, and it is not a good one for us as a country that we have about 4 petrochemical refinery and no one is working optimally. That is not too good for us as a country.
But we're waiting for the Dangote refinery, aren't we?
We shouldn't wait as a country for Dangote refinery. How much does it cost Dangote to put this refinery together? Are we saying that Dangote is richer than the entire country? Are we saying that? Of course, Nigerian government gave back to Dangote refinery as a result of corruption and what have you. You understand? The money cumulatively for a period of 21 years spent on turnaround maintenance of this refinery that has never worked is enough to build a world-class refinery. Why? It's shameful for our government to now wait for Dangote refinery. What difference would Dangote refinery make? It will really have no difference, because Dangote refinery cannot meet our local need as a country, and Dangote is a businessman. I hope you have not forgotten. He will have to get return on investment. So these are the issues.
Okay, 070-55,949, 08097,949. Those are the numbers to be a part of the conversation this morning. Coming home now, I have this particular story. It's the Olubadan Council having declared that an aspiring Bale, Mogaji, or Jagu in Ibadan land must henceforth pass integrity test and possess records of past contributions to the ancient metropolis before such an appointment. The declaration was part of the decisions made at the Olubadan in Council's meeting. Let me take this last call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Good morning to you. Concerning the
your name, sir. Hello, sir. Hello.
From the body.
Right.
Concerning the last aspect that you just mentioned, Dangote, corruption, and so on in this country. I just want to say it. I remember when we were young. You don't put all your eggs in a basket, and it's the government that puts him up. This country is suffering because we have not followed all the steps, economic steps. We've not followed all the rudiments that will make a country to grow. And that is the reason why even these people who created our pupils, our students, those people from this country, so they want to come to Nigeria because Nigeria is not suitable. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Austin, you want to react to the Olubadan story I just shared? They're saying that any, aspiring Bale or Mogaji must have past contributions and must have a good track record.
Yes, I think it's a good one. I think we can start sanitizing the process from that particular area. It's a good one that is coming. Of course, anybody that wants to become a traditional ruler will have to live above board. That was what we grew up with. Traditional rulers, clergymen, and what have you. So there are people with high level of integrity, and I think that should not change. And if it has changed, bringing it back is a welcome development.
All right, thank you, Austin, for your time. We do appreciate you. It's been an amazing time on the paper review. Break it dawn right here on 32 FM. My name is Kenny Durutilu. Go have yourself a pleasant day.